Yes, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And guessing from the introduction, you already know what to expect. So this is 2025 and there are some things we won't be doing again. Number one is no more protective styles. I mean long-term protective styles. I'll no longer be doing long-term protective styles like 2 months, 3 months of a protective style. No, it doesn't work for me. For the past 7 months, I've tried these long-term protective styles. I started my protective style journey last year, June, and with the breaks I took, this is Feb. That's why I'm saying 7 months, because I took some breaks in the middle of 2 weeks and so I'll no longer be doing long-term protective styles. Reason number one is because my protective styles feel perfect when I have them in for the first 2 weeks, and by the 3rd week they're already starting to puff up and hold and so on. So once your protective styles start to look puffy and your hair strands start to pop out through the hair strands, it's time to take them down. Why do I say so? Because I've noticed over time when I leave them like that, I get single strand knots in the strands that are already popping out, and I get breakage. So it doesn't serve the purpose of a protective style. So over the months, the first 3 months, I had my protective styles in. It's a busy day. It's so busy outside. I don't know why it's getting so busy, but before I started filming, it wasn't even that busy. So I noticed that once they puff out, they cause my strands start to knot up, and then my hair starts to break. So over time, it doesn't become a protective style. And a protective style basically is supposed to have your ends tucked in. So if your ends already popping out of the braid, there's nothing protecting your ends, and it's time to take out the protective style. The best time to take out my protective style is between the 3rd week and the 4th week after I've installed them. So me having my like this, I rebraided my hair a month ago, and this is how my hair looks after 1 month of rebraiding. So I rebraided these 2 pieces yesterday just to see the difference, and I've been trying to do some research. I've been rebraiding this particular piece every 2 weeks, and it feels the best out of all my hair strands. I did my research. I can no longer take it more than a month. The best time for me to take it out is 3 weeks. So my next journey is going to be a journey of having in my protective styles for a shorter period of time than what I've been doing in the past 7 months. Reason number 2 is they do not cater to shorter pieces of strand or the strands that are growing in after your shaded hair. So everyone has shorter pieces of hair because your hair shades every day. You're always going to have that new growth, the growth that is coming in, and some hair strands are going to be shorter. A long-term protective style does not cater to those new strands of hair that are coming in. Even if like you rebraided your hair after some time, like this is 1 month of rebraiding, and I still have pieces of hair that are popping out. Like these are growth that has come in the 1 month. Once these shorter pieces of hair are not tucked into the protective style, I get single strand knots just from having them left out for a long period of time like that. So it's not healthy for my hair, and it's not protecting my hair at all. So that's causing more breakage in the shorter pieces of hair, and hence less length retention. Reason number 3 is dryness, lack of proper moisturization, and lack of proper movement of sebum. And sebum doesn't travel faster on our kinky type of hair. So my hair is more kinky than a lot of people. For me to have sebum travel from here to the ends of my strand is almost impossible. And I've been watching stylists, especially Sindol has been talking about how you can help sebum travel from your roots to your ends. And one of the best ways to do that is by brushing your hair. So if you have your protective style in for a longer period of time, you're not going to be brushing your hair, and all this sebum is going to be stuck at the roots of your hair. Sebum is a waxy thing, so even when you moisturize your hair, when you wash your hair, like, there are those deep crevices in the braid that the products you apply cannot reach. Hence, your moisture is almost stuck on the upper surface of the hair. All the products you apply are stuck on the upper surface of the hair. So you are not catering to the inner pieces of hair that are braided deep into your braids. And I noticed that once I hit the 3-4 weeks time, my hair starts to feel drier, my hair starts to feel, whatever I do, it just doesn't, the moisture doesn't last in my hair, because I'm not moisturizing all the strands at the same time. I think for the most time we compensate for the long time because of the time we have installing our protective style. But for me, I can easily get someone to install my protective styles in for a shorter period of time and for a way cheaper price. I don't think I told you the last time I installed my protective style, like how much they cost me, leave alone the rebraid I did recently. I did it by myself, so it was free. So it was cheaper because I paid the lady 5,000 Ugandan shillings, less than $2 US. So it is cheaper for me. I would rather spend that money every 3 weeks or every month than risk drying out my hair. So long-term protective styles are going to make your hair drier, and they do not cater to the moisture levels of your hair, hence breakage and whatever damage that comes with it. So over the months, have I gained any good things from having protective styles? Yes, I have. I've gained length, my roots look thicker, but I want my ends to be catered for. I want all of my hair to be catered for. I want to see healthy growth everywhere, not only on my roots, not only on my ends. I want it to be general, and I want to be able to do practices like, I know this for myself, that I've already done this research by myself, and I've noticed for myself that the piece of strand I've been braiding every 2 weeks ever since I did my rebraid feels much more healthier than the pieces of strands that I haven't been braiding. Yesterday when I did a rebraid, I rebraided this and I rebraided this too, and this piece of hair still feels much more healthier than this other piece of hair. And reason number 4, I will not be having in any long-term protective style is because it causes excessive build-up. The build-up is not only coming from the products I'm applying on my hair. At first I really thought that was the case, but then as I went on to study my hair and what was happening, I noticed that because my sebum couldn't successfully travel the strands of my hair, it was being stopped at the beginning of the knot of the braid. And then add on to that the products I was applying to my hair. So I was experiencing much more build-up. Number 1 was protective styles, no more long-term protective styles, and those are the subsections of why I will not be having any long-term protective styles. So number 2 is hair oiling. From this moment onwards, I will no longer be oiling my hair, because I noticed that oiling my hair does not work for me. At the beginning of my protective style journey last year, 2024, in June, I wasn't oiling my scalp. Did I say oiling my hair? Number 2 is I will no longer be oiling my scalp. So at the beginning of my protective style journey, my mini braids journey, I wasn't oiling my scalp. The first 3 months I wasn't oiling my scalp, I was oiling my braids, and I would prepare my hair and not necessarily my scalp, and I would wash it out and so on, and I did not have any problems while I was doing that. So as soon as I bought an oil to oil my scalp and started oiling my scalp, like the first month was fine because the damage was yet setting in, and the second month is when I started to realize, like, no, this is not going to work for me. I started to experience more build up, yes, but the thing that really scared me was that I started to have bumps on my scalp, and I was like, for the first time I had a bump, I was like, maybe it's from something else. So I ignored it, I took care of it, and it healed. And then a week after that, I had another bump, and then the number of bumps just kept on increasing. And I looked into my routine, and there was nothing else I was doing apart from oiling my scalp. And for the oil of choice I chose, I think I really wanted to attribute this to the oil of choice. Yes, it could be the problem, I'm not going to deny that. The first 3 months of my mini braids journey, like, I noticed my scalp was producing a lot of sebum. By the third day, I would put my hand on my scalp and press it and look at my hand, and I would see glitters of oil on my hand, like I could see them on my hand. But then once I started oiling my scalp, I noticed by the time I reach wash day, my hair is very flaky and my scalp is sore, and I have bumps all over my scalp. So I was like, what's really happening? So the oil I'd been using was the Miel rosemary and mint strengthening oil. The main ingredient in this oil is soya bean, and soya bean is high on the comedogenic scale. Soya bean is high on the comedogenic scale. It easily blocks the pores of your scalp. So once I noticed that with this oil, I switched, and I was like, okay, let me try another oil, something that's not high on the comedogenic scale. And I had grapeseed oil. I tried grapeseed oil, and my scalp just said, no, you can't be doing this. And I've learned, it's been a whole month ever since I rebraided my hair. I stopped oiling my scalp. I only had the bumps come in for the first week or the first 10 days, and after that I've not seen any bump on my head. And I'm thankful I caught that earlier on, because yeah, it could have taken longer. And another reason I want to be oiling my scalp is because if oils like the oils I'm putting on my scalp are going to have my scalp inflamed, I already have a disease that is inflammatory, that is not going to help me and my scalp in any way or form, or the health of my hair in any way or form. For those of you who don't know, I have PKD. I don't want to add the word suffer from it, because I'm already starting to take care of myself. So I have PKD, and I've noticed a pattern in my family, my maternal family, that most of us start balding around the crown of our head, and for some of them, they start balding at the hairline. You can see how weak my hairline is. Somewhere around last year, I had around 2022, I had a very 2023, I had a very tight hairstyle that pulled a lot of hair from my scalp, and prior to that, I'd already started experiencing itching around my crown area. So if I'm going to continue oiling my scalp and it causes inflammation in my scalp, and yet I already have an inflammatory disease that also affects the scalp and my general body, like, that's not going to be working for me. So I have decided to leave these things out of my natural hair journey, out of my natural hair care journey, and I want to do better. I just want to do better. And right now, not oiling my scalp is so good for me. I love it. And I'm hopeful that I'm going to update you on my 2025 wash day routine. So the reason why I was oiling my scalp was to aid me in massaging my scalp. And now that I stopped oiling my scalp, I don't know if I'm going to continue massaging my scalp. I don't know. I don't really know. So I'm hoping to update you on my 2025 wash day routine. Basically not a lot has changed apart from all these adjustments I'm mentioning. So thank you for watching. See you in my next video, and I'll be taking my mini braids out soon. So see you then.